Yeah, that's something different, you know. Ricky Ross, the big boss.
It's a secret society, baby.
Man got to this scene.
All we ask is trust.
For the ladies, them.
Nothing's changed.
I make them know say ladies only.
Run with me or run from me.
The rain fall and she make the sun shine.
So check it out, we're here with Rick Ross. He just dropped Deeper Than Rap. Came out April 21st. You got a copy, you can get on Dada.net. We're here talking about the record. So in terms of your writing process,
right.
What is, do you write the rhymes first or does the beat come?
Nah, I do something totally different, which is, I go through all the tracks. Once I give Gucci Poochie the green light, he go get me, the best tracks upward from 75 to 100, 100 beats we may go through. You know what I mean? And, I like to put together a format of beats before I even write one record. I want to hear what the album would sound like musically before I write one rhyme. That's why I feel like I cover all topics. Because once I have 17 to 20 tracks, I may start writing at that point. Okay, I like these. And as we get closer to the finish line, of course, I'm gonna get my last little newer tracks, but that's usually how I like to do it. I usually like to get the bed of music first, then I come up with my ingenious titles, and from there I feel the title and the music should inspire me to write whatever it is I'm about to write.
So what are some of your musical influences?
Growing up, growing up in the house with my mom, she was in the R&B. So when you hear the xylophones and Magnificent, that's where it come from. That come from me growing up to the Sam Cookes, the Johnny Taylors, the Lenny Williams, any old music, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with it. And then I just cling to as a young kid, the Michael Jackson Thrillers, Prince, Lionel Richie. I'm thinking every day, every time I walk in the Def Jam building, I keep asking myself, why haven't I recorded a record with him yet? But I think on my next album, expect Lionel Richie to do something he won't do for nobody else but me.
You heard it here first?
Yeah.
What other artists would you like to collaborate with? I mean, you got the T-Pains, Nas, John Legend.
I pretty much, I'm happy I'm the person who I am because I pretty much could reach out to anyone, that I really want to collaborate with. Only one I feel I'm at the really orchestrate is a Dr. Dre track, but I feel that's possible, I bring great business to the table, and that's what it's about at the end of the day.
So a Dre track, do you think with all the other stuff surrounding the whole camp, do you think that'll would affect that? I just heard the statement about Eminem.
Yeah, I think it's business at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dre is one of the best in the business, as we all could see just by the moves he made. This small talk to somebody of Dr. Dre's caliber, and we'll see.
When did you first start rhyming, and what do you remember the first verse you wrote? Like that?
No, I remember the first beat that I actually wrote a rhyme on. It was actually one of my mom's Rebe Jackson cassettes. It was called Centipede. And I think I might have wrote 30 or 40 verses to that one beat. And I think that's why I kind of developed a certain kind of pattern and flow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I might have wrote to that same cassette for maybe a year. This was before I was really into instrumentals on my own. I might have been in 4th, 5th, 6th grade at the time. And once Luke Skywalker started making music, I remember being, hey, we want some. I remember being in elementary school when that came out. And just like on the record Valley of Death, when I talk about buying the Run DMC vinyl and the 2 Live Crew cassette, it took me 40 minutes to walk there. When I shot Every Day I'm Hustling, I shot it in front of Carol Mark. That was the place I walked to to buy, you know, my very first vinyl, my very first cassette, you know what I'm saying? And I remember when I bought the vinyl, I bought my Run DMC vinyl was Walk This Way. I actually didn't like the song that much, but the damn vinyl was so fly. I remember right now it was a brick wall, like they was on a bridge with graffiti on it. And I just remember like, wow, you feel me? Just looked at it and I just kept flipping and I said, I want this one, you know what I'm saying? And I remember when I bought the 2 Live Crew cassette. I remember when I used to get home, I read everything on it. And I remember on the 2 Live Crew cassette, wow, he made this right here in Miami. And it just stuck out to me as a child for some reason, you know what I'm saying? And I always admire Luke for being one of the first to get into his own distribution, so on and so forth, you know?
Nice. So, in terms of like the Miami sound back then, how do you think it's evolved to where it is now?
I think it evolved a lot because, like me being a kid, watching Luke, you know, I was poor, fat kid. I knew I wasn't gonna have 20 chicks in my jacuzzi, but I always said, you know, when you turn over and you look at Scarface, he an ugly guy. He got everything. So it everything kind of compensated each other. Like, okay, I see what it is. You feel me? And you know, I just kind of went from there. And then listening to Ice Cube, listening to Eazy-E, listening to the NWAs, then learning from the masters, listening to the Rakims, the Big Daddy Kanes. I just absorbed it all.
Yeah, like so you got the hip hops, the soul,
yeah, most definitely.
So, in terms of, you know, the direction of the whole record, and you know, with the production on it, how would you, you know, if you could, in a couple words, describe the new record, Deeper Than Rap?
Timeless, soulful, sincere. You know what I mean? And when I say these words, I say it because of the particular records that I made, you know, the reinforce that, such as Usual Suspects, such as Valley of Death, you know what I mean, such as In Cold Blood, you know, records like that when you really sitting there alone and you go into that zone, you really could appreciate it.
So check it out, here with Rick Ross. Cop that Deeper Than Rap.
Cop that Deeper Than Rap. It's in stores right now. Make sure you check us out all the time. It's one of the biggest things that's popping. You could check out artists like myself. It's not too many more artists bigger than me, but I gotta inspire you. You know, anybody could come through. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Appreciate it, man.